This is the 4th generation iPod Touch battery installation guide. So what you want to do is have a refrigerator magneticide if you have one. It helps keep your screws organized because they are different sizes in different places in the iPod. And you want to have your safe pry tool, your eye tool, that should have been sent with your battery. It has a Phillips screwdriver on one side, a safe pry tool on the other side, and a suction cup in the middle, which is removable. You are not going to be needing the suction cup for this installation. So, what you want to do, if you do have a hair dryer, go ahead and heat up the glass in the front, which will loosen up the adhesive that holds the screen down along the bottom right here, along the edges, and along the edge on the top as well, and right here. And if you use the hair dryer, you don't want to hold it there for too long. Just go ahead and warm the glass up, and it'll make the adhesive a little more pliable. Then what you want to do is go ahead and use the safe pry tool and place it in between the glass and the plastic mid-frame and pry up on the glass very slowly and evenly along all edges. Make sure you don't break your glass. Like so. Then you can go ahead and lift up on the bottom of the iPod where the home button is, and open it up like so, and use your safe pry tool, or if your LED connection doesn't unclip like that one just did, you can use your safe pry tool and unclip it before you continue. After that's unclipped, then you can go ahead and lean the screen sideways a little bit like so, and that will remove the adhesive from the top. And then the LCD and digitizer should be separate from the iPod, besides this one ribbon cable right here. Be careful of the ribbon cable because it is very delicate. That is the digitizer ribbon cable. So after you're done opening it up, you can go ahead and start removing screws. There are 8 screws. There's one right here, one right here, one right here, these 3, one right here, and one right here. Go ahead and remove those. After you've removed those 8 screws, you want to use your safe pry tool and lift up on the bottom corner of your LCD backplate and press the pry tool inward and lean it forward slightly. The speaker is glued to the backplate, so you do have to use the tool to pry it away from the speaker. If you do not do this, you will damage the speaker during the removal of the backplate. After you're done lifting up on this corner right here, it should be taken away from the speaker. You want to keep holding it up, and at the same time use this the pry tool once again and press down on the motherboard, which is right underneath the back plate right here. If you do not do that, it will pull up on the motherboard and it will tear your power cable and volume cable right here. It is very delicate as well. After you've removed your back plate, you can go ahead and lift up on the battery, removing it from the body of the iPod. careful because there is a strip behind the battery that helps disperse the heat of the battery so it doesn't burn you while you're holding the iPod. That strip does need to continue to stay on the iPod. After you've done that, then you can go ahead and desolder the ribbon cable for the battery. There are 3 different connections. The ribbon cable for the battery goes under the motherboard, folds over the top of it, and then solders down to the top of the motherboard. After you're done desoldering the battery, you can go ahead and solder your new one in place in the same way, same orientation. Place it back into the iPod, and everything else is reverse of the process of which you took it apart.